Hi! In this video I will be showing you an alternate picking technique that uses 2 notes per string. This technique is very usable for blues and pentatonic licks, so I will be showing you a few of those. But first, let's take a closer look at the technical stuff. To be able to play fast licks using this 2 note per string technique, I use something called downstroke pick escape. So I angle the pick so that the tip is slightly towards the floor and the back end slightly towards the roof. And when I play 2 notes on a string, I start with an upstroke. And since the pick is angled as it is, the pick ends up in between the strings after the upstroke. And the second note I play using a downstroke. And after the downstroke, the pick ends up slightly outside of the strings. And from there, I'm able to move to another string. So the benefit of this technique is that you're able to change from string to string without getting stuck. And moving from string to string when playing fast stuff is one of the more difficult things for a guitar player, I would say. To give you something to practice this technique on, I have written a blues in B flat that has a lot of 2 note per string licks. I'm going to play that now, and then I'm going to teach you 3 of the licks in this song. Lick number 1 is the lick that starts off the song. And this lick has 2 pairs of 2 notes per string. And by that I mean that we play 2 notes on 2 strings. In this case, so we have 1 note in front of that and 1 at the end. But in there's 2 pairs of 2 notes per string. And this starts off on fret 8 on the 5th string. And since there's only 1 note on this string, I play a downstroke, because after downstrokes my pick is above the strings or outside the strings and able to move to another string. So a downstroke on fret 8 on the 5th string, and then we have frets 6 and 8 on string 4. And I will do this by strict alternate picking. So the first note on string 4 is up and the second is down, which is good because then we're going to change strings again to string 3 and play 6 and 8 once again. and then there's one more 6 on the 3rd string. So make sure you use upstrokes and downstrokes in the right places. You'll see the symbols for downstrokes and upstrokes in the tabs. And make sure you angle the pick so when you play a downstroke, the pick is not stuck in between the strings. That's lick number 1. Lick number 2 has 4 pairs of 2 notes per string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is 1 note at the top of that, and 2 slower notes at the end. But in there we have 4 pairs, and this starts on the 6th fret of string 3. And there's only 1 note on this string, so I start with a downstroke. And the first pair is on string 2 on frets 8 and 6. And then I play 8 and 6 on string 3. And all the pairs are upstroke first and then a downstroke. Then we have something that we didn't have in lick 1. We have to skip a string. So after the second pair on string 3, we jump over the second string and play frets 9 and 6 on the first string. So after the downstroke on string 3, we fly over string 2 and land on an upstroke on string 1. And the last pair is back on string 2 on frets 8 and 6. On the last 2 notes are the 9 and the 6 on the first string. Once again, keep track of the ups and downs and check the angle. If you get stuck, check that you really have the pick angled upwards, so the downstrokes end up slightly outside of the strings. The third lick I'm going to show you is in the first ending of the song. That is bar 19. The lick in bar 20, the second ending, is almost the same. This lick has no less than 8 pairs of 2 notes per string. So it's twice as long as lick 2. And it has 1 note in front of the pairs, like all the other licks had, and it has 1 note after the 4 pairs. So we start on fret 9 on the second string, and as I said, it's only 1 note in front of the pairs, so we play a downstroke to be able to move to string 1 and play 11-9, and then we play 11-9 also on string 2. And the pairs still are upstroke, downstroke. Then we have to make a position shift, and that's a bit difficult in itself. So we move back down to the B-flat pentatonic pattern and play on string 1 and 2, 9 and 6. Then we continue down the pentatonic pattern and play 8 and 6 on string 3 and 4. Then we have to make a string skip, move 2 strings up, like we did in the second lick. So after string 4, we end on the downstroke, of course. We move over string 3 and play once again fret 9 and 6 on the second string, and then finally 8, 6, 8 on the third string. So 4 pairs and a string skip in the middle. There you have something to work on. That's lick 3. If you want to, you can download the tabs for this song to practice at home. You'll also get 2 backing tracks, one in the tempo I just played the song, and one that is a lot slower for practice. If you really want to do a deep dive into alternate picking, I can recommend my book, 100 Alternate Picking Exercises. In the book, you'll find a deep dive into various alternate picking possibilities, not just 2 notes per string, but a whole lot more. You'll find it in my store. I'll put a link in the video description. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time. Goodbye.